everybody, MovieFanZ here. So the movie I'm going to be reviewing for you is the 2025 live-action version of How to Train Your Dragon. So this movie is directed by Dean DeBlois, and you are introduced to the Isle of Berk, where these Vikings have to deal with the constant threat of dragons. And you're introduced to your main character, Hiccup, who is the son of the leader, Stoic. But the thing is, Hiccup is not seen as a fighter. And you find out there are different qualities to him. And what ends up happening is that he ends up befriending a dragon. And that, in turn, has some consequences later on. But basically, this is the story of Hiccup and the dragon that he befriends, Toothless. So let's get into some of the casting. So Hiccup is played by Mason Thames, who was also the lead in that horror movie with Ethan Hawke, The Black Phone. Stoic is played by Gerard Butler, who, fun fact, also voiced Stoic in the How to Train Your Dragon animated trilogy, which I do really like. That in a second. You also have Astrid, who is like the main female, who is considered to be one of the best up-and-coming dragon fighters. And she is played by Nico Parker. And just for fun, you have Gobber in here, who is like the he makes the weapons, but he's also like the second in command to Stoic. And he is played by Nick Frost of the Cornetto trilogy fame. But, like I said, let's get into my thoughts. So, I really like the animated trilogy. And I think, because I think it has that great story element to it, and the connection that you get with Hiccup and Toothless, and their adventures together throughout these three films. And that same thing was brought to live action. It's a little interesting transitioning to live action, but I still think that the heart is there. And in it, you also have some great characters and some fun visuals and everything like that. So, I don't really have any negative for this. So, I'm going to give this movie a score of 5 out of 5. It's another great movie that kept me engaged and entertained. And if you enjoy my reviews, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for future content. But this was my review for 2025's live-action version of How to Train Your Dragon. Come back next time for another review. This is MovieFanZ signing off. Have a good night.